supplies they can be purchased on Amazon. I'm sure you're a Prime member.
I am.
Just look for cover roll and Luco tape. And I think it's probably, if you get the usually they come in a package deal. You get one box of this and one box of this. I don't want to quote because I don't really know. It's probably between $12 and $24.
Maybe we could order it right now while we're.
And I can just have
And send it
ship to you
Yep.
and some ship to us. LEUK.
Yep. And this is cover roll.
Out of the way.
And I think we did this even with you, didn't we, at some point? Jen?
With me, yes.
Now, the one thing I can't remember if we've done a lot, so with her, I think it's important, I'm doing the high, or actually the augmented low dye. And actually, I even do have an article that I could send that kind of walks you through it. Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
I won't say anything.
You won't find yourself on YouTube
I
later.
won't say anything inappropriate then. Or try not to.
Yeah, you did this to me and it was a lifesaver because I couldn't even walk.
Yeah. But again, it takes the spiral effect out of those metatarsals, essentially. So if we are pronating a little bit more and that ankle's rolling in, it'll encourage it to naturally kind of hold its own the way that we're training it with the short foot exercise. So that's an anchor strip. The brown tape is really the tape that's doing the work. The white tape is really just to protect your skin. So you actually could, if you're clean shaven, you could actually just do this with the brown itself. But just understand how sticky that was coming off when you see some of those things.
Yeah.
It'll be that way kind of all over.
Katie grows hair just in a breath, so.
All the way back to the mat. I want you to walk as fast as you can. You go on fast.
So Katie, one more thing too, as far as what to expect with the needling, maybe a little soreness actually directly in the spot.
Okay.
So, but that's pretty normal. You want to kind of try to, again, stretch and move and keep moving. You don't want to just hold it tight and tense because that's actually the problem.
Okay.
A lot of times it does feel, and it seems kind of odd, even though it might feel a little sore, it also usually feels looser at the same time.
Okay.
So once we get up, we'll have you walk around.
So if I do have those yoga toes that are going to spread my feet, are those a good idea? Will that help too?
Yeah, I think that would be good. There's very few ways to really work those interossei muscles.
Yeah.
But usually what we do recommend after this is that there is a small amount of stretching that you do, and again,
Okay.
that's about the only way you can kind of even get a stretch in that area. So this right there is the low dye. So that's 1/2 of the tape. With that. Usually if you need something more than just foot control, you need something to control at the ankle and the lower leg, so the twisting that's happening there that's causing the foot to go in there.
How many conditions do you use this taping mechanism?
Well,
method?
it can work for a lot of things.
Like shin splints?
Especially if they are posterior medial shin splints.
Mm-hmm.
If they're the anterior lateral ones,
Mm-hmm.
usually it's
They're like right here.
yes, absolutely.
I'm going to be taping a lot of kids.
Is
Yeah.
Austin still experiencing shin splints?
Because if you think about it,
We'll talk
I'll
about
show
that,
you here in
honey.
a second as far as why it works with that, because you're going to be able to unload that area. And again, especially if this is a person that when you watch them, you're seeing them kind of pronate, and their ankle bulge in. If you look from the back and you see that bulge right in there, that usually means they need some short foot training. Okay, the big toe always has to stay down.
I have that bulge all the time. Must be a fatty tissue problem.
Let's do the short foot exercise.
Must do short foot
Let's
exercise.
do short foot.
You working on Saturday, Shane?
And not wear high heels.
I have to hood for commencement.
Oh, you do?
I appreciate you getting me in today. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you bet.
If I brought an athlete up from St. Louis, would there be any opportunity to see you before Tuesday?
before Tuesday. We'd have to make some time.
Okay.
The clinic is extremely busy right now.
Is it?
So,
Well, you're also closed because it's a holiday.
yes.
It would be an after 5 deal.
Yeah, which they don't allow me to do.
Really?
So it'd have to be something on Tuesday,
Yeah.
I guess, during my research time or something like that, or lunch or something like that, I guess is probably would be the option. Just, I mean, if the clinic is physically closed, I mean, there's really nothing I can do. I don't, if I own my own clinic, it'd be different. So again, this is just all pre-taped, and it's just lined up with where I'm going to be putting the augmented part of this. So an anchor strip goes up top. That's where all the other strips are going to start and return to.
And so that's making your legs work more.
And we do not want this one to go all the way around.
So when it's this height, then
Wow.
Because then it would cut off circulation, because as you exercise, your leg does expand. And so if you constrain it, that's not natural, it's not healthy. And a lot of times that can actually create pain and problems.
Even on
This is the one that's probably the trickiest one that most people, for whatever reason, just have a tough time figuring out. Starts from the outside, goes around kind of the Achilles area, and then comes around and under, and again through that arch, and through the very front part of the calcaneus, or the front part of the heel bone. And then again, you're kind of controlling the rear foot, lining it up, and then just letting the tape go where it wants to go. Usually ends up being kind of towards the front part of the shin. And then we use one more strip. I offset them just a little bit, but line it up, let it fall, try to get as few wrinkles as possible, and then a little